When the United States of America can beat that, I will consider coming back.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Americans in Paris channel. My name is Molly Sabrier and today we have part 2 of Vince and Steven's conversation. If you haven't already, go back and watch part 1 first so you can get to know Vince a little bit more. In part 2, Vince and Steven are going to be going even more in depth into Vince's first few years in Paris, things he's learned, things he's like to pass along to anyone who is watching. And this is actually the second part of part 1, of course, but there is going to be another 2-part series featuring Vince and Steven coming up in about a week. They will be talking all about Marseille, so be sure to tune in for that one as well. And as always, please, if you haven't already, like this video and subscribe to our channel. It's super helpful for us. So enjoy part 2 of Vince and Steven's conversation.
That friend group from my first 3 years in Paris was dramatically different.
Really?
Yeah, dramatically. All those people.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you this. People at the end of 3 years, are the same people when you in the first year?
No, I would say in my first year I was not social. I
Right.
was counting every penny. I was not socializing. I was not going out to eat. I was worried about my visa. I was trying to figure out how do I work. I was doing a lot of investigation, but I didn't socialize.
I'm doing the opposite.
Yes,
I went all in,
I remember.
socializing, and now I'm in
Hermit mode.
on my movie. And I don't want to see people, only the special VIPs.
You don't talk to me. Right.
My phone's off.
I appreciate that dedication. Not a lot of people are willing to put that kind of dedication in.
It's painful because I see how il faut soleil.
It is. It's very beautiful outside.
Oh my god. And it's like, why am I not there? I mean, I could see myself, at East Saint Louis, like where I love. You have to go.
The news is just warming up for the rest of the week, so if Vince sets milestones for himself on the script, he can reward himself in the next couple of days.
Oh yeah.
Bringing it around, what brought you to Paris and what's keeping you, because the time window is very different. So I'm reflecting on a 10-year period, so my first 3 years and my last 3 years.
Yeah.
And you're reflecting on a 3-year period, correct?
Yeah.
So I feel like you've iterated a lot more quickly through this. And one of the things I would remark about Vince in the beginning, I first met Vince, he was in a hurry to be in France, even when he was here. Like, I'm here, like I want to be Bradley Cooper on a television interview tomorrow. You would say things like that. You would say like, I want to be doing an interview on French television, like in somewhat bad French, like tomorrow. Or he'd be in Cannes. I remember telling him we were in Marseille together. Stay tuned for a future episode on Marseille. We were in Marseille together. He was talking about, Cannes, I'm trying to do something different with my life. I don't necessarily want to go back to Hollywood. Like, Vince, if you have the opportunity to go to Cannes, you just go. I don't care if you sleep on the beach. I don't care where you go. You're just going to go. And he ended up going, had a great time. And I'll let him tell that story, maybe one of his own talking head videos one of these days. But what got you here and what kept you...
Big Paris moment, man.
What got you here and what kept you here in contrast. So what's keeping you here now? And what do you see as the vision another 12, 18, 36 months in the future?
Yeah, well, I'm a filmmaker. I'm a writer, director, performer as well. As it relates to this film I'm making, it's my first feature film. What keeps me in Paris is I love it here. I see movies every day on the big screen. I saw 25 movies last month.
Well, you got...
For free.
I was going to say, people have to understand there's a pass. In fact, we've written a few... Molly will put a link in the description. For free. Well, for free, you could also have a pass, which makes it really inexpensive.
But that's what it was. It was basically like you get this pass, and it's not like in the States where it's you have to get the Regal pass, and it's only Regal cinemas, or in the West Coast, it's AMC pass, and only AMC theaters can benefit. You benefit. Here, it's every single theater in Paris except for Tate. So if you buy this thing for $22 a month, you go to 2 movies.
Yeah, you pay for it.
You paid for the entire month. So every single movie after that is free.
Do you know this is what caused me to get my French bank account in the first place? They wouldn't accept that. I was trying to pay for it with a credit card. To sign up for the pass. And they're like, well, you have a French bank account. I was like, you need a French bank account? And that started my investigation of, do I need a French bank account? Found out.
Oh yeah,
and now I'm a big preacher of a French bank account. So movies got me a French bank account.
Love it. See, there you go. Movies do a lot of things.
But I think that the challenge of that is, so it's the Costco effect. a lot of people, when they get their Costco membership, they need to get their money back because, that's sunk cost, right? So
Just 2 movies.
Right. But what I mean is, I found you will see movies that you would normally have passed on because they don't cost anything mentally. So you're like, yeah, we'll go.
But beyond that,
so you'll see more movies than you should.
but beyond that, I mean, is this predominantly an American audience? I would imagine.
We have a lot of Frenchies watching.
Okay, the thing is that you can see so many classic movies in Paris at any given time. Like I could see 50 classics.
Do you know I watched Rear Window here for the first time ever on the big screen?
There you go.
On
the big screen.
Yeah, the French love it. I watched 2001 on the big screen. These are things that I could have never done. I would say probably in New York, LA, there are
rarely.
But there are places in America you could do that, but not in small town. And I wouldn't say in Lille or Marseille. I don't think.
But even in LA, for example, or New York, there'd be a specialty theater, and they'd be showing 2001 for this premium week, and then jack up the price for $25. Whereas here, you could see 2001 once a week if you want. I'm studying film, so that's keeping me here in Paris.
Right.
Here's another one. It's huge. So I play tennis competitively, and I messed up my knee one day, and I needed to get a sports doctor. This is before I had my carte vitale, my healthcare card.
Okay. But you got pretty quickly, right?
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't had a conversation about that one. Carte vitale episode incoming.
Anyway, so I find this guy, and he is the sports doctor for women's PSG.
Okay.
So he's the real deal, right?
Kind of a big deal.
He's the sports doctor for the women's professional soccer team in Paris. He checks my knee. I give him my credit card. Guess how much it is?
$40.
60.
Okay.
Mad that means PSG sports doctor 9 to the 20th. So when the United States of America can beat that, I will consider coming back.
12, 18, 36 months is Vince in Paris. What's his life look like? How will the movie have done?
Well,
what happens next?
My coaching has taken, one of the reasons I came here, or was able to come here, was I got here through a profession libérale visa, which is basically
link in the description below.
Freelance visa. I don't know if it's how much it's changed since 2021, but I created a company, a coaching company, called Stay on Your Path, and I did the business plan, and I did all the things you were supposed to do to get the visa, and it was legitimate. And I'm still coaching. I had to put the coaching on a test run in Paris, and finding French understand the value of coaching the way Americans want to always sort of optimize themselves. Mm-hmm. I've reshaped my approach to coaching. I'm coaching right now a Belgian actor, and he sought me. We met at the Musée d'Orsay as our first session for creative coaching.
Okay, fascinating venue.
I gave him some unorthodox, Mr. Miyagi kind of things, wax on, wax off stuff to do creatively.
All right. And
it was confusing for him, And I'm seeing a lot of progress with him. And I think he's gonna be like, I've just been really, because I'm directing my movie now, writing and directing my movies. So the coaching has kind of taken a bit of a back seat, but I'm really discerning with my clients now. Because I just, that's what I had to change. So anyway, to go back to where we're going, and definitely seeing myself here in the next 12 months. I'm going all in on this movie, so who knows? I could be homeless. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully I get to keep my place.
Yeah, otherwise we're going to find another place to film. That'll be a big problem. Primary thing. And then secondly, Vince will be homeless. But we'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about the movie process. I think that's also its own sort of series. But
it could happen, man. I'm just open to anything. I'm just gonna adjust, and I get that from you. It's like you know how to adjust. You see a game plan, you see something happening, and then it's like in football. You kind of come to the line of scrimmage, and then
right,
you call an audible.
Right, classic Brady move.
Yeah.
Or, to insert platitudes here about Mike Tyson and punches and Eisenhower and no plan survives contact with the enemy.
What is it?
No plan survives contact with the enemy or something along these lines.
Oh, sure, okay.
Right, you make a plan, but you be prepared for that plan to be worthless once you engage. I think one of the things that we're going to talk about in the next episode with Vince is one geographical experience that played a role in helping him think differently about his Parisian experience. So as I highlighted that earlier was Marseille, and that'll be in our next episode. But for now, until next time, if you have comments and questions, please put them below. Vince will answer them in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going long past the original video.
I hope I'll have some answers.
So until next time, à bientôt.
À bientôt.